Sign up for the What's Happening Report at what'shappeningmyron.com.
All right, that was Cassandra Lucas' name on it on the What's Happening Myron radio show. And I'm laughing because that is like the absolute perfect song for the letter. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you hear the music. It is time for our Hey Myron. Real issues from for real people just like you and I. As unreal as the issues may sound, they are absolutely real. And they are written by real people. Myron knows issues because, Myron has issues. And Ronnie, let's just get on into the issue for tonight.
Oh my goodness. All right. Tonight's issue, or letter, I should say. Dear Myron, I've been dating a girl for about a year and she has a tattoo on her chest and I noticed it right away, but I never really paid attention to what it was. Recently, I noticed that the tattoo is actually a guy's name.
Say what?
It was barely noticeable because the tattoo was fading. And I am starting to feel some kind of way about it. She's mad because she says that she can't believe I just noticed it after a year, but I'm mad because I've been dating this girl with another man's name on her chest. Signed, feeling some kind of way.
Wow. I'll go first. Well, growing up, I was taught that, if something belongs to you, it has your name on it, right?
Like your jacket.
Or your lunchbox and stuff like that, And, my thing, you see somebody, like at school, they used to put your name on it and stuff so they'll know whose it is. So, when I see somebody's name on their lunchbox, I know that's Brian's lunchbox. You know what I'm saying?
You so messy.
So, when I see somebody's name on somebody's chest, I'm just going to automatically assume that that's their chest. I mean, that's just the way that I was brought up. And, perhaps the light was shining on it just at the right, moment where he can read what it actually said.
But if you've been with somebody, Myron, for like a year and they have a tattoo, you're not curious what that tattoo is or what it says?
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, if it doesn't look like it says something, it may look like it...
So you just thought she had some scribble on her chest?
It may look like it has some flowers or something. But, you look closer and there ain't no doggone flowers.
I don't know. I just kind of feel like he should have noticed that before a year.
But let's just say he did not notice it. Let's just focus on that part. He didn't notice it. But even after the whole year of him not noticing it, the dude's name is still there.
Yeah.
And she has gone that whole year knowing that, she's had this dude's name on her chest.
She's probably thinking, well, I guess, he doesn't care. I mean, she probably did it when she was too young to know better.
But
and thought she was going to be with this person forever. You know how young relationships are. But she probably figured if he hadn't said anything by a year, that he didn't care.
But, I mean, what if it was flipped, the tables were turned and she noticed that, what is that right? That ain't no spikes. That says Tasha.
And you know what? She probably would have teased him forever about that, right? So, if he'd have done something, she'd have been like, "Oh, you better call Tasha." You know how? But I don't think
if she knew of Tasha and knew something about Tasha, that probably wouldn't have been the case. If she knew Tasha and knew some story, if she were familiar with Tasha, she'd have a problem with that.
I don't know. I just feel like, sometimes people don't make the right decision and you can't punish them for the rest of their lives for making a bad decision. I mean, I never would have gotten a tattoo in that area, period. So, I'm questioning that decision, first of all. Then the second decision of it being Bob or somebody's name on there, I'm questioning that decision as well. But
I'd
after
what
a
old
year,
dude she going with
right?
Bob?
Well, we don't know what it said. I'm just saying. You came up with Tasha. That was just the first man name that popped in my head. But my point is that she probably thought he had already seen it, noticed it, and just didn't care about it.
Nah, she knew that dude would have said something had he knew that dude's name was on there. And now she gonna act like he is being petty by saying something. She knew he was gonna say something. She knew the whole time that name was fading out.
No, I think he's being extra. I mean, everybody has a past. Some more than others, but...
Yeah, but you can cover that past up.
I mean, she She could have done that, but maybe she thought, it was already fading, that eventually it would completely fade away, and she didn't want to put a new tattoo there, which would be more permanent. I don't know. I mean, it could have been a cheap tattoo, because cheap tattoos, sometimes they fade out or whatever. You see people with, tattoos that, somebody did in the neighborhood. And
she should have thought about that, because, when you at a certain age and you get a tattoo, as you get older and parts expand, you know what I'm saying?
That's a whole
it's going to be more visible.
That's a whole
at that point. So, I think she should have known that, it was going to be prominent at some point. It was going to come
She should have. And that's what leads me to believe that it was probably something that she did at a time where she didn't think that there would be repercussions for it.
Yeah, well, she should have been looking for an eraser or some or another tattoo artist who could
make it a flower.
Fill the whole spot in or something like that. I know a lot of people are not going to agree with me and everything. Yeah, true. He should have noticed that the tattoo said the dude's name and everything. I'm not disputing that, but at the end of the day, the tattoo is still there with the dude's name on it. So what you gonna do about the tattoo, lady?
Well, that's for them to figure out. If he's gonna stay, maybe he'll request that she cover it with a flower or heart or something else equally as mutual.
Yeah, and so I'll say this to all guys out there right now: when you meet somebody, within the first 30 days, you should
inspect all tattoos.
Inspect everything. Get your magnifying glass and look at it real good.
Oh my goodness!
And that way you can even probably be able to tell that if it was a name that was covered up or something like that. At least they had the decency to edit the past.
Sometimes I just cannot with you, Myron. I just cannot.
Sometimes I just got to keep it real. I just got to keep it real, and everybody can't like me all the time. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely won't today.
You won't like, but trust me, you're going to love me again next week. So that's all I'm saying. You'll love me again next week. You might hate me again at some point, but you're going to love me again. Trust me when I tell you.
I'm just going to have to take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. If you have an issue, and your issue don't even have to be as off the chain as this one, or even if it is off the chain or even more off the chain, the email address, Myron@what'shappeningmyron.com. We want the juiciest, hardest to edit letters, and those are the ones we really, really want.
Send us those work letters. What's going on in the workplace? Yeah, that's what we want to know.
What's going on at the job? Even if you're the one that's doing the dirt, send that to. If you proud of the dirt that you're doing,
they gonna tell them themselves.
I mean, they're gonna use other names and stuff and initials and
that's dangerous. Because if somebody's listening, they figure it out. You done told on yourself. Tell on somebody else. Don't tell on yourself.
Yeah. Tell on somebody else. Write the letter as that person.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Anyway, send us letters. Myron@what'shappeningmyron.com. And if we can help you in any way, you will be helped. And if we can find some humor in it, trust me, we're gonna explore that too. But definitely, when it all boils down, we will try to help you through the situation. I don't think I helped this dude though. I just gave my opinion. Dude, let it go. When you didn't notice that the tattoo said the dude's name, you blew it at that point. So,
and it's not that important.
No, it isn't. And I'd give her about 30 days to get rid of it, though. That's just Myron. Anyway, y'all stick around. Keep it right here on the What's Happening Myron radio show.
You're listening to the What's Happening Myron radio show.